Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I am creating this beautiful neutral eye look with a pop of blue using the NATASHA DENONA I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette and the beautiful mini TRIOCHROME. So if that sounds like fun to you, keep on watching. We're getting into it now. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video, which I'm really excited about because today I'm going to create a look with these NATASHA DENONA palettes. This was actually a chosen selection from my community tab poll. I really appreciate when y'all participate in the voting so that I can know what it is that you want to see come across your feed specifically from me. And I really love NATASHA DENONA palettes. I almost put in, where is it? When I was trying to make the selections, I almost put in the Metropolis palette because honestly, I love the Metropolis palette for the blues in here, and I haven't used them in a while. And I've been thinking about using this palette to create a blue look. So I'll probably do that in an upcoming video, but because I really wanted to make the selection be something that you could get today, and I don't know how many of you have this palette, or like maybe you don't want to get the knockoff one from that like alter ego brand or whatever, which, you know, I wouldn't blame you. I personally would want NATASHA DENONA's formula and packaging. Anyway, I digress. I decided to go ahead and put in current palettes that you could get in case you have them or have been thinking about picking up either of these palettes, or maybe you saw this palette come out and all the YouTubers that you watched were talking trash about how this palette wasn't any good. But if you'll pay attention, they were doing that right about the time that an indie brand was coming, a couple of indie brands actually were coming out with blue palettes. And so they, of course, needed to trash the queen of formulas, NATASHA DENONA. But if you ask me, this palette is incredible. I really do love this little bitty eyeshadow palette. And for me personally, this is a standalone palette. Did I even tell you what palette I'm talking about in case you don't know? This is the NATASHA DENONA Mini TRIOCHROME palette. There is only one duochrome in this eyeshadow palette. So the TRIOCHROME comes from the big palette that has a trio of duochrome eyeshadows. Okay, so this is called the Mini TRIOCHROME, but there's not a trio of duochromes in here. Okay, anyway, this has one duochrome in it. Let me show you. Ouch. It's got one really beautiful fun duochrome there, and then it's got three different like depths of blue shades and a beautiful fun light bright like shimmery blue that you can do like as the inner corner, which I really appreciate. This truly is a standalone palette for me. And normally when I do blue eyeshadow looks, I go all into the blues, but I really have been enjoying the idea lately of trying to expand my horizons and do more of a neutral leaning eye look. This is the NATASHA DENONA I Need a Nude palette. I'm going to create a neutral eye look with a pop of blue. So, yeah. But first, before we get into the eye look, if you're new here, hi, I'm Michelle, and I love to play with eyeshadow palettes, both new and old eyeshadow palettes. I love me a new release, okay? But I also really love shopping my stash and getting use out of my massive eyeshadow palette collection. That's why I'm really excited to play with this eyeshadow palette today and create a neutral look with a pop of blue. So let's go ahead and get you zoomed in while I prime my eyes, and we'll get into the eyeshadow look. All right, now that I've got you all up in my grill and my eyes are primed, I'm going to start off by creating a really soft pretty neutral look with the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. As a reminder, and in case you're new here and you didn't know, you can use my name on the Natasha Denona website to save 15% off of your purchase. If you choose to do that, I will put the code up here on the screen. It is Michelle, spelled Michelle. Once again, that's Michelle with 2 L's, 2 E's. And yeah, that'll save you 15% off of your purchase. It is an affiliated code. So if you do choose to use my code at your purchase, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me and my channel and for your love and consideration. And yeah, be sure to share that with any of your friends who are considering a Natasha Denona palette and want to save a little bit of coin. Yeah, all right, so let's get into this look. I'm really excited to play with this palette today. I have to say, at first, my feelings about this palette were a little bit more lukewarm than I expected them to be. Let me tap out the creases meanwhile, because I've been sitting here talking for a second. And that is because the peachy shades just are a little bit hard for my olive skin tone, but I have been creating looks with them and incorporating them into my looks and learning how to utilize them. So I don't like them at full-on opacity, but I do like them slightly tapped out at the edge of a look just to kind of blend it into, like, say, my skin tone. So, yeah, that's been working out pretty nicely. So I do feel, let me wipe this brush off. I just want to blend out the edges before they set, and then you can see them really distinctly. Anyways, I do feel a lot better about this palette now because I have been learning how to use it more. So I think that's a big plus. Yeah, I feel like it might be time to do a new ranking. Okay, I am going to start off. This probably is too fluffy for what I want to do. I'm going to take one of my all-time favorite Rephr brushes. This is the Rephr 12. I love this particular, I'm going to go into this peach, this like light peachy shade, like light skin tone shade or whatever. I love this for the inner corner, as you can see, especially for a matte inner corner, because it is so super dense and so soft, and it fits perfectly to where you can just stick it right there and blend out your light shade in your inner corner, and it's so easy. I love it so much. And then if you like to blend it up into your existing, whoop, I almost dropped it. I still have dexterity issues that I'm overcoming from. Anyway, I really like this because you can easily blend with it. It's super soft. There's no pokey edges. It's perfectly dense to where it'll pack on a shade, but also blend it out really beautifully without losing any of the impact because it is so dense. So if you have heard people, you know, that haven't really appreciated this Rephr 12 brush in other videos that you have watched, and you decided that maybe that brush wasn't for you, maybe reconsider, because I really think that brush is amazing. Okay, now I'm going to go into this really beautiful light shade here with a fluffy natural hair blender. And I'm just going to put that here on the inner part of the crease. And sometimes I forget to mention this in my videos, but I do not set my eye base. I love Natasha Denona eyeshadows at their full-on pigment. I truly, truly do. And I think that they blend out so beautifully. Look at that gorgeous soft shade. I hope that because my ring light that broke recently, yesterday actually, I hope that because I'm short some of my lighting, this isn't washed out, because I had to like make do with some lamps that I have here around the house, and it's not exactly the most ideal lighting or whatever. I've got a lot of like shadows and funky places. Anyway, I am going to be working on that here real soon, but I hope that you are able to see that really beautiful soft gradient from the cream shade in the inner corner up into the crease. And I'm just going to keep moving that towards the outer edge a little bit, but I don't want to go all the way to the outer corner. Was that the one? Yeah. Because I do want full on opacity for the shade that I'm going to do on the outer edge. Okay. So that being done now, I want to take a smaller little blender. I'm going to take a smaller little blender. This is a Rephr 13, and I'm going to go into the I'm going to go into, that was my dog if you heard him. Anyway, I'm going to go into this deeper shade here that was right next to the two shades that I've been using so far. I really love this palette a lot. It's, you know, it doesn't look really exciting or whatever, but it is so reliable and great for the everyday. You really can't go wrong with this palette. I have seen it used by Natasha Denona on multiple skin tones. And I just really think that Natasha Denona, coupled with natural haired bristle brushes, there is just nothing that compares, in my opinion, out on the market as those two together. And that truly is my eyeshadow bliss. Is some good natural haired brushes and a Natasha Denona palette in hand. My favorite. I mean, does makeup get any more fun than that? I think not. Anyhow, okay, so I honestly would love this look just like this with a beautiful like matte vibe. But because y'all voted for a pretty little pop of blue with your neutrals, I'm not going to do that to you today. I'll create that look some other time on my own, which I have done. Like when I'm going to go out, I usually will do a matte look if I'm going to go out for the night. And that's just because I don't want to have to worry about my eyeshadow. And I just think a matte eye is so beautiful and flattering, especially in any pictures that are taken throughout the night. Okay, and it just wears so well. So if you have like a rough night out, your makeup has a better chance of staying intact if you're doing like a matte look. All right, so I'm gonna use this same brush now into, actually, just a little bit on the outer edge with no additional product. Just a little bit. Ooh, I did wanna do blue on the bottom though. Yeah, so I don't wanna do any more out there. I almost forgot. All right. Now for the top lid, I'm going to use a little bit of glitter glue here on the open area, and then we're going to go into a sparkly shade from the I Need a Nude palette. I don't feel like, today I don't feel like getting my hands dirty at all. So I'm going to just use my palette here to tap down my glitter glue a little bit. Make sure it's all over the brush, nice and smooth, so that I can get a beautiful application here of where my shimmer is going to be. Okay. And I might go in after I put in the shimmer just to touch back up that matte. Okay. So there's that. Now I'm going to take that same sticky brush, and because I'm going to go in with blue, I'm going to do this really silvery, I'm going to go in with this light, this dark shade here, this middle one. And I'm going to put this toward, oh my God, look at that, towards the back half of the eye look. Oh, that is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh my God. Did I say back half? I meant like most of it. Oh, that is so pretty. Now keep in mind, this is over my paint pot in Painterly, so that does give me a really nice, beautiful, solid, matte base once it dries down to put my little shimmer over. And now with a different brush, this is a Rephr 26, I'm going to go into this like lighter shimmer here before my glue completely dries, I'm just going to go slightly into there and then up here into the front for a little bit of like brightness or whatever. Okay. I don't really know if you can see the sparkle on that, but I think it looks so, so pretty in person. I do want to add a little bit of a darker shimmer. So I'm going to go into this darker sparkle here for the back edge and just kind of build up a little bit of smokiness going into my matte corner. So it's not quite so bright. All right, and I don't normally put glitter up into my crease like that, but I think it looks a little bit pretty. Oh, he's sleeping so good and he's snoring. Okay, anyway, all right, so now I wanna bring in the blue. I really wanna use this bright shade here, this really pretty, fun, bright blue, and also I'm going to use these three blues here. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this pretty little shimmer on a teeny tiny little Morphe shader. I think you can get this one at Ulta still. It is a natural haired brush. And I'm just going to put that up here for a little hint of blue sparkle. I'm gonna have to blend that in down into my matte though, because it just looks a little weird just sitting there all by itself. It's just because the light is shining on it. Okay, I'm gonna take a clean little blender and just blend that top line of shimmer just a little bit. And then flip the brush over to blend out the top edge of my like crease mat, outer crease mat. I'm gonna use my E27 from Rose and Ben and start off with the beautiful light pastel blue, the matte. And I'm gonna do that just the tiniest little bit towards the front. Okay, now for the mattes, I am tapping off, especially blue and down here. So there's that light blue there in the front. Now I'm gonna go into this really bright blue here. Press the shadow into the brush. And this blue out here is a little bit darker than the inner blue, but I'm not sure if that's truly visible on the eye from afar, but I do like how here in person it creates a slight gradient. And I do have some fallout from where I brought that up into the crease where there wasn't any glitter glue. So that's quite unfortunate. I can see the fallout on my cheeks, and I really hate that about sparkly shades. That's why I prefer matte, because I don't like to look like a disco ball all over the bottom half of my face. That's just not where it's supposed to go. All right. Now I'm gonna take this, well, hold on. I feel like I need a little bit more of this bright blue. Yeah, just to build it up a little bit. It's a lot prettier. Oh, I love that color so much. However, because my eyes are almond and not round, it's looking a little bit funky out here in the edge. And so that's why I always feel the need to like drag my shadow up towards the top edge and back around. But because I'm gonna do a blue gel pot winged liner. I am not going to do that today. Okay, and I think this is going to do it for the pretty little pop of blue. Let me just blend it up into the edge a little bit where the wing liner is going to pop out from. I think I am also going to go back into that teeny tiny brush and use this light sparkly blue here in the inner corner, just so that it can line up to the blue down there and it looks a little bit more cohesive and intentional. Like the addition of blue does, you know? Okay. I do feel like that looks cute. I'm not done yet though. Okay. Also, I'm feeling the need to add the slightest little touch. Hold on, let me get the right brush. Okay. With my no longer available beautiful little squirrel Hakahodo brush here with a beautiful little soft point. It's like the most delicate of hairs, and so it's gonna apply this really dark pigment super soft and delicately. And I'm gonna use this brush here to go into this same blue, because I don't want it to be darker on the top. I want to keep the same like hue of blue, and I'm gonna just slightly like tap it up into the outer corner so that there's like a hint of blue smoking up into the crease, just like the tiniest bit. Can you see? You're like, you know, if even up close in person, it's like, is there blue in there? Is it taupe? It's blending really beautifully with that crease shade from the I Need a Nude palette. So let me show you the comparison of the difference. There it is. I hope that you can see how here it's just like a pretty soft taupe with the clears, like the shimmer that was already existing, the kind of like clear based and kind of silvery shimmer. But over here, it's got just that little hint of blue up in the crease. I really like that. Let's try that again. Let's see if I can mimic it. And again, the most delicate of pressure, and I have my hands all the way back on the back of the brush. Ooh, hold on. That's so like appropriate. That's so me. Okay, so not completely at the edge of the brush where I can't hold it, but like it's back here at the edge of the brush. It's not like choked up here high on the ferrule, so that I have the most control over the lightest amount of pressure. And I just barely want to tap that up there, because I don't really want to make the upper lid look blue, but I want it to really like be cohesive with the lower lash line. Okay, oh my God, I think that is so pretty. And that's the look. Should we add a little bit of the duochrome? No, because I really think that will overpower the eye completely and take it away from being a neutral with the pop of blue. So from here, let me show you. Okay, so now let's take a close-up of just the eyeshadow. I like to show you that because some people don't wear mascara and some people don't wear eyeliner. They just do eyeshadow. And so I would like to, you know, be able to show you what just the eyeshadow looks like on me. Now I'm going to go in and do what I consider absolute musts, and that's some eyeliner and mascara. Now, sometimes I will forego some eyeliner, and I have been known to forego some mascara, but to really like complete the look to perfection, I'm gonna go in with some blue. I'm gonna finish off the look with my blue melt gel pot liner. I actually got this during my Black Friday haul. If you want to hear the amazing deal that I got on this, be sure to check that video out. I'll have it linked up here in the eye and down below in the description box. That was a fun video. Check it out. I can't believe that I haven't used this one yet, but I have used all the other shades from that haul. So this is the last one. Oddly enough, it's the blue one that remains to be the last one, which is funny to me which is uncanny to me because I love blue eye looks, and blue, like a pop of blue or full-on blue, is one of my most favorite go-to colorful eyeshadow looks to do and like in my life every day. Oh, I cannot hold things. So yeah, I really expected that this would be the first one that I tried out, but it wasn't. Oh my God. Did I just break my fucking palette? I swear I'm so clumsy. Oh, thank God. It held up. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished look with the I Need a Nude and mini TRIOCHROME eyeshadow palettes that you voted for in my community poll tab. If you would like, if you weren't one of the ones that voted for that combination and you would like the opportunity to vote, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my posts and uploads. That way you will come across your feed the poll, and you can participate and share your feedback with me, and share your input with me, and get to vote for some of the palettes that you would like to see me create looks with. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Hold on, let me just take a brush real quick and try to wipe out some of the fallout. I feel like I am going to have to clean up my concealer a little bit because I am hella sparkly over here. So yeah, definitely recommend going in with glitter glue, but I really, really love the look. Let's take a close-up of the eyes. And yeah, so let me know what you think of the look. I know that I have seen other people do like neutral with pops of color at the bottom. I've never done that. I've always thought it was just like such a weird combination. I'm not sure why I thought that, because it's actually quite lovely and I've always thought it's really pretty on other people. I've just never tried it myself, but now that I have, I really do like it. And I also think that if I would have not done the wings at all, if I would have just left it with the pop of blue and the crease and the smoky top, it would have been really, really pretty as well. But I do love me a wing. So before my eyes get way too hooded and I can't really wear them much longer, I want to take advantage of my wing liner. So yeah, I popped on a wing, but you don't have to. I really do like the look. Now I want to know what it is now I want to know how you feel about the look. Do you like the colors? Do you like the particular shades that I chose to create this look from the palette? Sorry, I'm staring at myself in the mirror now, checking out my eyeshadow. Yeah, I really do like that like shimmery pop of blue in the inner corner. I just think it's such a fun little touch, and the little peekaboo blue up here on the brow bone as well. Love, love, love this look. So yeah, thank you so much again. So yeah, once again, thanks for voting for this combination. I really enjoyed playing with these palettes today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to click the like button. It really does help my small channel out a super, super bunch, and I really appreciate it. And before you go, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. And so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.